So by which letter we want to denote the speed? Okay, tell me, by which letter we want to denote the speed? C. Okay, we can denote the letter. We can denote the speed by the letter V also. Okay, some people do it by V, some people do it by C. Why it is so, that also we know, because in India there is no person, right? So you cannot say why. You can use V also, no problem. Why, no problem. Okay. So let us write that mathematical definition of average value once again. Right along with me. If you have already written, no need to write. Okay. C bar is equal to C1 plus C2 up to last particle, speed of the last particle, that is nth particle. Total number of particles not going to capital N over divided by capital N. This is called as mean speed. It is also called as average speed instead of average speed. What visible है? All okay? Seems okay. Here it is. Is that okay? Or shall I increase it? Just tell me once. Just tell me once. Is this visible properly? Online people, tell me. All okay. Fine. So I will maintain this part, or I will slightly increase it also. Fine. This is the first. This is called as mean speed. Fine. Now the second point that we are studying is most probable speed. So we will write down it. Most probable speed. Most probable speed. Okay. So what is this most probable speed? We know that in the gas molecule there are n number of particles. They are wandering here and there with all the possible random velocities. Okay. But what is the most probable speed? Let's see. There are 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, there are 5 people. Okay. Let us take the example of thief. There are 5 thieves. What thieves? How many? 5. Okay. ऐसा रिकॉर्ड है डे. ऐसा रिकॉर्ड है डे. Till date, he has stolen 10 things. Why? ऐसा रिकॉर्ड है यहाँ. This person has record as 8. This person has record as 7. Okay. This person has record 2. Okay. आता है क्या? Okay. Fine. Now there was one house. Okay. These all people stay nearby this house. Okay. And one day what happens? One day, let's say one person, one gentleman is here. Okay, this person reports some complaint to the police that few of my things or some of my things have been stolen. Okay. Now, obviously, the policeman will think most probably. See, now this policeman has to investigate the persons, right? Has to investigate each and every person. Okay. Online people, listen to this carefully. This policeman wants to investigate with all these persons. Okay. So, who will be investigated first? Tell me. Online people, tell me. The person with the record A11, A7, 2. Who will be investigated first? What is not one? Okay. Is that okay now? Why it's a problem again? Take second. Check. Just give me a second. Is that okay now? Is that okay now? Okay, fine. I will repeat the example. Just don't worry. I will repeat the example. Oh, don't worry. Fine. Give me a second.
See the concept of most probable. The word most probable. Now we are going to relate with the reality. Okay. Once you relate it with reality, no need to remember. Okay. It will be automatically remembered by you. Fine. So what is the example? There are 5 thieves or 5 thieves. Okay. 5 चोर आहेत. This is the house of one gentleman. Okay. एक व्यवस्थित चांगला जो काय न चोरी करणारा माणूस आहे, खरं बोलणारा माणूस आहे, त्याचे एक घर आहे. Okay. What happens? One day what happens? Some things from his house get stolen. Fine. Now he reports the complaint to the policeman. Okay. Now what do you think that this policeman will investigate which person first? Who is the most probable person? Online people, tell me, who is the most probable person? The person with the record as 11. Okay. So this is the concept of most probable. Everyone will think that most probably this must have stolen. याला माहित पण नसेल, गावाला गेला असेल. Okay. This person may not be knowing that he is the most probable person, but because of the count, okay, because of the things which he has done till date, okay, everyone will think that most probably this is going to be the culprit. Okay, this is going to be the culprit. Okay, fine. So in this way, you try to understand the word most probable. Yes, now we understand the word most probable. Fine. Now, let's say there are 100 molecules. Let's say there are 100 molecules. Okay, 100 molecules have speeds ranging from 0 meter per second to 500 meter per second. Okay, sir. There are 100 molecules whose speeds range from 0 meter per second to 500 meter per second. Now the concept of most probable speed comes into the picture. Now what is the concept of most probable speed? It is the speed possessed by most of the molecules. It is the speed possessed by most of the molecules. For example, let's say 0 is the speed possessed by 3 molecules. 100 is the speed possessed by 25 molecules. Okay. 200 is the speed possessed by 53 molecules, or let's say 57 molecules. Okay. And 300 is the speed possessed by what is the remaining from 100? Tell me just fast. Do the calculation fast as possible and tell me the number. What I shall write here? 5? 15? Okay. Fine. So tell me, what is the most probable speed? The speed which is possessed by most of the people. Correct? Correct? All of you are giving the correct answer. Everyone start to give the answer. What is the most probable speed? मी लगेच point करत नाही. तुम्ही answer सांगा म्हणजे मला कळेल. It is 200. Perfect. So fine. This concept is clear now. This concept is clear now. So just complete the definition which we left yesterday. Okay, in between we just left that definition. We will complete that definition. It is the speed possessed by most of the molecules. It is the speed possessed by most of the molecules. Most probable speed is speed possessed by most of the molecules. So most means count. You have to think of count. Okay. It is the speed possessed by most of the molecules. Okay. There is no direct formula to calculate it. Okay, no direct formula. You can have formulae which are measure of most probable speed, but you cannot have direct formula. Unless you have data, you cannot give the answer. Okay, so for finding most probable speed, we should have data of how many particles are having this speed, how many particles are having that speed. Okay, such kind of data we must have. Only then we can immediately write the value of most probable speed. Okay, sir, fine. Now everyone write point number 3. Point number 3. Okay, it is called as RMS speed. Write down along with me. RMS. In the bracket, write root mean square. Root mean square. Just write down along with me. Root mean square speed. Root mean square speed. Okay, sir, fine. Now, the name itself indicates that it is root of mean of square values. So write down root of mean of mean of which values? Direct values, squared values, cube values, squared values. Root of mean of squared values. Root of mean of squared values. Okay, sir, fine. Root of mean of squared values. Fine. Let us try to write the formula. C. C means speed. RMS. RMS speed is equal to root of root of root of mean of. Mean means divide by total count. Taking mean, taking average means what? Divide by total count. If there are 5 people, you have to take their average age, you have to divide by 5. Age divided by 5. So mean means divide by count. Mean means divide by count. So how many total number of molecules? Letter is capital N. Total number of molecules in the gas. Letter capital N. Root of mean of divide by N, mean of squared values. So which values are to be added? Direct speeds or squares of the speeds? Squares of the speeds. Okay. So write down here C1 square plus C2 square. See, the squared values are being added. Okay. And average. This term, forget about the root. This is the average of what? Average of speed? No, it is not average of speed. It is average of square of speeds. It is average of square of speeds. See, these two are different concepts. Let me write the formula first and then let me give you some additional insights. Okay. What is this? This bracket. Tell me what is this? It is mean square value. This is what? Divide by N means what? Mean. Mean of. Addition of square means what? Squared values. So it is mean of squared values. Are you getting this? This bracket, forget about the root. This is mean of squared values. This is mean of direct values. This is what? This is mean of direct values. This is mean of direct values. This is mean of squared values. Now, one of the silly mistakes done by the students is this. Mean square value. MS. RMS is different thing. MS is different thing. RMS means square root of mean square. Root of mean square. Now let us write mean square. Let us try to write the mean square and let us see what is the silly mistake in there. In that. Mean square speed. Mean square speed. You may write the small letters, no problem. What shall I write? Mean square speed. Mean of means what? Divide by N. Mean of means divide by N. Mean of what? Squared values. So sir, write C1 square plus C2 square up to speed of last particle Cn square. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. But sometimes what people write or what some students write is this. They write mean square speed as this, and here they do the mistake, and we make sure that in the option we give you this option also. Tell me, is this second point correct? Is this second point correct? Mean square is equal to, this is the mean and this is the square. Isn't this mean? Yes, it is the mean. But it is mean of which values? Direct values. We don't want mean of direct values. Are you getting this? We don't want mean of direct values and its square. They think of this mean square as first take the mean, then take the square. This is the wrong way. This is the wrong way of thinking. Okay, this is the correct way of thinking. This way says that mean of squared values. Mean of squared values. Mean of squared addition. Silly mistake. Removed. Fine. So you just write this and then cross it so that you know the silly mistake. Fine. Okay, sir. RMS definition now we have. Okay, let me rub this. Now we know what is the mean speed. Now we know what is the mean square speed. Now we know what is the RMS speed. What is the most probable speed. Now again let us write RMS speed. Okay, again root of. Write along with me, root of. Okay, sir. Now, sir, mean of means divide by n. So 1 upon n. Root of mean of squared values. So square values are to be added. Added means summation. Summation of squared values. Ci square. I runs from 1 to n. Check if you get it. Online people reply me in the chat box. Is this formula clear to you? Written by you. Just reply me clear and written if you get this. Just write it and let me know in the chat box CW so that I can move on to the next point. एक reply देत चला so that I can know. समझूं क्या? Understand it. Okay. First of all, the very first two lectures are going to be the understanding of conventions, symbols, letters, terminologies. Okay. Only then exact logics will begin. Okay. तोपर्यंत काही एक्झॅक्ट लॉजिक अजून केडीची आपण एक्झॅक्टली सुरुवात नाही केली. सम फंडामेंटल थिंग्स, डेफिनेशंस वी आर डूइंग, सम नोटेशंस वी आर डीलिंग विथ, गेटिंग फेमिलियर विथ. ओके फाइन सर, नो प्रॉब्लम. चलो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. ओके, now we are familiar with some of the speeds. Okay, directly we cannot solve some examples. So now the very interesting thing that the kinetic theory gave us is the expression for the pressure of a gas. Page number 112. Okay, the first page of the chapter. Write down the heading for the next point. Expression or the derivation for the pressure of a gas. See, now the pressure of a gas will be derived. Okay, not the equation PV equal to nRT, not from the equation PV equal to nRT, from the kinetic theory of gases. We are going to derive the expression for pressure. Page number 112. First page, chapter 13, kinetic theory, 112. Expression for the pressure of a gas. Okay, now we want to derive the pressure of a gas. This is very interesting derivation, though it may seem a lengthy derivation, but we'll try to divide that derivation into parts and into logical parts so that it becomes easier one. Okay, in the boards this may be asked you this may be asked for around 3 marks. Okay, for 3-mark derivation you may consider this one. Okay, let us try to derive this. Now there are different things that we want to derive in this chapter. The first thing that we are going to derive is the pressure of the gas. Okay, now the formula that is going to be derived, you must remember that formula from the point of view of all the types of exams. Let it be boards, let it be CET, JEE, NEET, everywhere this formula is going to be useful to solve the numericals. Fine sir, no problem, we'll remember that. See, now try to observe for a minute. Let's say there is one container. Okay sir, we assumed one container. Okay, so this is our container. Okay, this is our container. Now in this container, let us take one gas. Okay, let us take one gas. Okay, we took one gas. Now in that gas, let us consider one molecule. First container, then gas, then a single molecule. Let it be present here, and it is moving in some random direction. Okay, let's say it is moving in some random direction, something like this. Okay, let's say this is the first particle. Such n particles are there. Just try to understand first. Okay, its speed is, let's say, c1. This is the first particle, its speed is equal to c1. Okay, fine. Let us try to draw the axis. Okay, let us try to draw the axis. Let us take this as x-axis. Okay, sir, fine. Let us take this as y-axis. Okay, sir, fine. X cross y काय असते बाळ? Z. X cross y असते बाळ? Z. So sir, right here Z. Okay. So these are the three axes. Okay, sir, fine. Let us name the faces of this cube. Fine. Let us call this as A. This is B. Now, sir, letter C is already used. Fine. Let us not use ABCD then. Let us use PQRS. P, Q, R, S. Okay, this is the face PQRS. This is the face, let's say J, K, L, and M. Fine. All the 8 vertices, all the 8 vertices have been named now. Okay, sir, fine. Now, let me write this here, somewhere here. Now, let us resolve the speed. Okay, now let us try to resolve the speed. Online people, are you getting this? Just reply me some small c or yes or no. Up to this point, is that clear? Okay, fine, good. So let us try to resolve the speed of this gas. Let us try to resolve the speed of this gas. Instantaneous speed of this gas molecule is C1. We are considering only one molecule. We know that there are n number of molecules. Yes. Let us resolve the speed into 3 components. Component number 1 is the x component. Component number 1 is the x component of the speed. Component number 2 is the y component of this speed, and the third component is z component. Okay, let us try to name these components. Okay, don't write anything. I will give you 1 minute for drawing this diagram, but try to understand. This is the C1 x component. This is C1 z component, and this is C1, what is that? Y component. So the velocity we have simply resolved into 3 components: x component, y component, and z component. Okay, sir, fine. So sir, can we write C1 is equal to, C1 bar is equal to C1 चा x component into I cap, C1 y component into z cap, C1 z component into k cap. Can we write this vector? Yes, sir, we can write this. So can we write magnitude of a vector? C1 bar चा magnitude C1. Magnitude of C1 bar is C1 is equal to under root its x component square plus its y component square plus its z component square. Yes, sir, we can do this. So can we write this? C1 square is equal to squaring on both the sides, C1 x component square plus C1 y component square plus C2 z component square. Why that C2 is there? It should be what? C1 z component square. Call this as equation number 1, the first equation for the square of the speed. Okay, now we have something for square of the speed. Okay, sir, fine. Up to this, online people, is that clear? Write this, everyone, write this. Up to this, just write it. So step by step, this is the first logic. Over now. We'll divide this into parts, and then ultimately a lengthy derivation can also be understood very easily, because we are going to now divide it into parts. The first thing is finding the square of the speed. Ultimately, the aim is finding the pressure of the gas. Okay, the first thing is finding square of the speed. Okay, sir, fine, no problem. So just keep on writing along with me. Square of speed of second molecule, C2 square, is equal to C2 x component square, C2 y component square, C2 z component square, so on up to Cn square, Cn is square of speed of nth molecule. Cn x component square. Cn y component square. Cn z component square. Just write down up to this, and once you are done, let me know in the chat box clear and written. Draw the diagram. Draw the diagram exactly drawn by me, similar to me. Okay. अशीच डायग्राम काढा, जशी मी काढली तशीच काढा. Consider origin here only, not here. In the book, they have done somewhat differently. Ultimately, their logic, our logic will be same. Their formula, our formula will be same. But I have simplified some things so that at the beginning level, let us keep the thing simple. Once you understand the logic, then any complex question will also be a very easier one. We have considered first particle. We have simply resolve the speeds of that particle into three components and the square of the speed. Now we have the squares of the speeds with us. Fine. The first part of the logic is over. Okay, sir. Fine. Fine. Now let us begin with the second part of the logic. Okay. Let us begin with the second part of the logic. Second part of the logic says that, see, now the logical argument is this. The logical argument is this. Gas molecules have collisions with each other and with the walls of the container. Yes, perfect. Gas molecules have collisions with each other as well as with the walls of the container. Okay, fine, sir. The collisions of the gas molecules with each other are perfectly elastic collisions. So there will not be any kind of loss of kinetic energy. Yes, sir. But all the molecules are identical. If all the molecules are identical, do you know that if two molecules, let's say two bodies, 1 and 2, let's say this body has speed equal to 3, let's say this body has speed equal to 5, but if these bodies are identical in size, identical in mass, if the masses of these bodies are identical and if the collision is elastic, in elastic collision, if the masses are equal, then velocities are interchanged. If the masses are equal, velocities are interchanged. Yes, sir, the masses are equal, velocities will be interchanged. Okay, so after collision, what will happen? After collision, see what will happen. This 5, this 3, this is particle A, this is particle B, this is particle A, this is particle B. Speed of the B, left side 3, will be given to A. Speed of B will not speed, velocity of B will be given to A and velocity of A will be given to B. So this is going to happen. Is this point clear to all of you online people? Tell me. Identical bodies, when they collide, their velocities are interchanged. Identical bodies, when they collide, their velocities are interchanged. Okay, fine. So if velocities are being interchanged, why this happens? It is elastic collision. Why this happens? Elastic collision वगैरे केलंयस का नाहीस? Center of mass and collision chapter राहिलाय का तुझा? If masses are equal, velocities are interchanged. राहिलाय. Okay. Final velocity काढायचे expressions असतात. After collision, before collision there will be some initial velocities. After collision there will be some final velocities. पहिल्या particle ची final velocity काढायसाठी एक equation असते. There is also equation for finding the final velocity of second particle. And if you put masses in that formula equal, you will observe that whenever the masses are equal and collision is elastic, velocities are interchanged. For time being, take this as a rule. Okay. What is that rule? When the masses are equal and collision is elastic, velocities are interchanged. Fine. If velocities are interchanged, it means that this particle, this had speed equal to 5, this had speed equal to 3. It means that again you have one particle with the speed 3, again you have one particle with the speed 5. So it means that as a gas, nothing is being changed. As a gas, nothing is being changed, because initially you had